to the Creedmoor question. It was reported that there are 90,000 vacant apartments in New York City that were slated for low income or rent control. What will you do to open those up instead of building new housing? If all these apartments are somewhere in the city, why aren't they being used, and what would you do to open them up? Who did you say first? Linda. Rubina. No, she just went.
We're mixing it up.
No, this way and this way.
So, Linda.
No, Rubina.
Rubina, sorry.
Rubina Linda's.
Rubina Linda's.
As I mentioned earlier, that housing is a big problem in the entire New York City. And yes, there are vacant places, but it is because of the policy issues that they are remaining vacant. Our landlords are facing a lot of legal problems, and then they are really worried that if there is a tenancy that he cannot get out the tenant, or it takes a long time. If you see the landlord-tenant issues, it takes a longer time in New York to evict a tenant. And so there needs to be a policy change, because it is always the tenants are looking, and the landlord, they are also scared that what will happen to them. And so there is a lot of games going on here about the landlord-tenant situation. But ultimately, we have to make affordable housing affordable to everyone. So the new housing, what we are talking about, Creedmoor, it is not about only housing. It is a huge area. We want to make it a proper utilization. And what do we mean by proper utilization? We have to talk about the special need population in our community. That is a very vital thing we don't want to talk about, because everybody is scared to talking about that thing. This population, when they grow up, not a child, when they grow up, they need a place to stay. Their parents will die. Where they will end up, they need a proper place where they can have a good residence. We need something like that. Our elderly, they need a community center where they can go chit-chat, they can spend nice time with their peers. They don't want to just hang around with their elder children who are back from work and not in the mood of talking to their parents. We don't want that. We want a beautiful place, and Creedmoor has the potential of doing that. We want to do it. It is not only affordable housing. That should be like a park, a school, a community center, and maybe a special need place for our special children. That should be the way to go, not only affordable housing. Thank you.